indigestion, heartburn, and acid reflux. More and more individuals are coming into my office seeking natural treatments for digestive-related disorders. Hi, my name is Dr. George Burroughs, and I'm a chiropractor in Saraland, Alabama, and you can reach me at my website, digestiondoctor.com. And on this video, I want to explain how the digestive system works. Most people, quite honestly, don't know how the digestive system works. And when they go to study it, they run into a problem that's demonstrated on this picture. It's way too complicated. But it shouldn't be that way. Digestion actually is very simple, and it's actually quite beneficial to understand how the digestive system works. It begins, of course, in the mouth with the chewing of our food, and then the food travels down the esophagus before reaching our stomach. And it's in the stomach that a lot of the digestion or the breakdown of our food will occur. By the time the food reaches the end of the stomach, much of it has been broken down, but not all of it, and it then travels into the small intestines. Now, the small intestines is actually about 20 to 22 feet long, and it's almost like a rubber tubing that's folded over each other in a compact area, but if it's stretched out, it would be over 20 feet long. Now, in the small intestine, the food is further broken down, but more importantly, it's in the small intestine that the good part of our food, the nutrients that our body needs, will be absorbed out of the small intestines and into our bloodstream, and then carried to the different parts of our body for nourishment. So in the small intestines, there's some breakdown of food, but most of what happens along the long path of the small intestines is the absorption of the nutrients into our bloodstream. Well, by the time the food reaches the end of the small intestines, all the good nutrients have been taken out, and the only thing that remains is that part that's not going to be used by our body. And that's what then passes from the small intestine into the large intestines. Now, the large intestines is also known as the colon. So if you hear someone talking about their colon or some problems with their colon, remember it's also known as the large intestines. And the only thing in the large intestines and colon is that part of our food that our body didn't want to use. Now, the large intestines or colon, there's an ascending part that you see here, and then there's a transverse colon, and then the end part of the colon is a descending colon. And then this unwanted material finally will reach what's called the rectum, and then it's eliminated through the anus. Now let's go over that again real quickly. Digestion begins in the mouth, down the esophagus, into the stomach where it's broken down by these chemicals called enzymes, and it's these enzymes or lack of enzymes that cause a lot of digestive problems, but we'll talk about that on another video. The food is then passed into the small intestines and broken down further, and the nutrients that our body uses will be absorbed into the bloodstream and distributed to the body. The part of our food that's not used passes into the large intestines, which is also known as the colon, and there's an ascending, a transverse, and a descending colon, and then the unwanted material passes into the rectum and out through the anus. Now, in summary, digestion begins in the mouth, stomach, and small intestines with the breakdown of food, and it's enzymes that are actually what break down our food, and it's a lack of enzymes that I think is the key to many digestive problems, but like I said, we'll discuss that on another video. The absorption of the nutrients that our body needs takes place in the small intestines, and then whatever is not needed by the body continues on to the large intestines, also known as the colon, before passing into the rectum and then eventually eliminated through the anus. Want to learn more about natural treatments for digestive disorders? Please feel free to contact us at digestiondoctor.com. Thank you, and I hope you found this helpful.